I was going to know say for today's agenda and to us on that for if you are Yankopon Adaroma or ma de achi said there a funeral ya announce what chemo say and they on come from quite bedi. Now mu and a finance minister come that shebe fie e de o me ya kon homa bosika ye wa fi no no finfinfin ya na emra e di bu Ghana no ka se ebre kwa animu no sense san bi wo hono mu a ese so obebo omanfo no nyina amane mra hye badwafo no gina ho de ma omanfo no hu nkomodie na no pe ya to yensa frenim de fo mienu a ono moti sika semase so mo meboaye ma entumi entiase Professor Isaac Boadi dean accounting and finance University of Professional Studies wedi kantenase sanso na Dr. Domfeh economist or sanso senior research fellow University of Ghana ono so atnas mpanifo bi no na no pay me no mo e ba bedi nkom me din e de amofa wachi Prof akwaba
yo Joseph
work on there
na so ho efe
me da so sa
ja me di ho ya kakra sa me come at you from school for almost 1 year but to academia so me to
me ne the late kwaba kwachi o se keke do be for oba ho there o do oba ho
because one day now o exams so exams now come on so okay now se mo natural exams ele mo me akoso se ja some kese to
yes and some edoso no bend Dr. Domfeh akwaba
ya minia
boko de
ya ho adam boko
ni ntia no pay me de mo mienu na atenase no obi ka kirem say ya mpanifo mienu nyina skase mo na me say me nimba ma dwen yam so obi a on the line on nam nti nti and then come on ebe de na koye finance minister and over present the budget nti ma me fa Dr. Isaac Boadi any kind doc we mo akwaba
me chair for so I can for so I would say that when they two jump
no say Tuesday Wednesday
I would say they be on our side there na kroma manya
because we just
phone ring na we phone na we call but also a few ways so no and she send a few biati
okay
because election away
anyway
attention na election so if and co see December crowd na me say me new said be budget na fa because election year bia no na issues kakra ebo I say ma TFO ebre na ye hwe new and I say every year bia no media no sika odi kojom ye de ma no ba na be hu bu ha konta natural my phone say o ma me simple ataku dama me koye no say na me koye afei no se maji bia ka ho semenji binka ho na me kadibia say any wrong say as a country your expectations and just as any other Ghanaian will have expectations now my expectation is be brave it be a physical consolidation a buy no ahoɔden and kwan bi offer so be reduce debt na fe we increase revenue physical discipline kakra so na me expect be kakra be ka ho health education projects and thereby can make sure so be PPA the private partnership agreements so obey so juma kakra I may say nti ansa obekọ rahye bejomo no na me expect this anyuma nyina the key expectation na me expect say uncle can say or the obejiska bia sign for your hobby and pass a everyday budget no obisa me say where my expectations met or not. I will say a child they won't make 100%. Just all fee moonaba. I remember say our budget media it is shaped. It's shaped by global trends. And you may cause we are say also my ufi COVID name, you may cause near the yes annual because you better you na as on mine. Na I will say obeka estimate kakra. 2 years I no chamfoni as a minister no oduachi ko o chamfoni kakra e be all this 30 year 2020 so my pictures be about 2023 I'm saying record the figures better to ja no some be so say ne mid year no from January to June I dey away na fe Australia say opesa revise the budget na kakra see a man last year, no, yes, 176 or so billion, and then also we pay in terms of revenue.
Revenue.
And the expenditure was about 200 and something. Just say Libya and Africa, or Ghana, and Libya and a shortfall. In Koyanim, me peda. I said, dog, I don't know when we have had a balanced budget before. It's always Libya, but the good news, they say, Oti, a uniso kakra, expenditure, no. I say expenditure or revise, no. And or increase revenue, so kakra, estimating. But I'm recording the figures in also. I think initial comments, it was a good welcoming, encouraging. We are all trying to be positive in the midst of crisis. And let me say, we initial comments.
Okay.
Yes, I'm baby.
Yes, I'm baby. Doc, initial comment.
Yeah, mina was na menchia atiefo nyina na ansa na beba me initial comments no so na say me ma me hwe me sisi a me ma Adelaide opoku.
Okay.
Anti Adelaide opoku sana ebi frɛ no ya okwa asori wo Emmanuel Methodist wo East Airport Circuit. Me kotona sorry them, but wa family send ba bibia chese me so ma friends me ma me prekope ya enyenche ene ye ho adum wanya 80 years to ma Adelaide. Wow. Ye senya me shira ma say
celebrate too.
Nyame mfa na ne bebrebe nka ho na omma wa pomodene ma Adelaide poku me ma wa finshi apa nyame ma wa hodene me da ase. Yo minia said na mebra ekano woso di card to just say yamamra na kire say ye bi ra fefefo ma say yem president etimi ko mrasha badwafie na oni omukudi nkuta ho efa na niso ade hunu fa se ekwambe so na ye befa so a ye begigi sika bi ni ye gigi se sika na kwambe na befa so a ye bedi no na amamra no eka se president na ese woye na enso so sana hene timi gina na nema na obi a obebu ni dini no ti normally no so be ya na yensa na hene ne ta koye pa na kama November last year yensa na hene a efe no kanofurata koye no awori to Ghana nim say ye ho ya adoma between 1st January 2024 to 31st December 2024 no ye be disika 227 billion Ghana cedis. It is a nyesika ketwa. Na no na o kire mu say Ghana ahoden no ye betimi abomodena na yetimi ye taxes ne ye nema nkakra ye to ye jeje ne de ma abai no ye bejeje ne nkakra ma no akwa kusi 176 billion Ghana cedis. Na just say we are difference between 176 and 227 no eno na say ebia ye bepe bosia bi ne ade na ye de ahyehyehye ho ama yakọ na enigi sema ewo ho ne say ya na amamra na asa ka say ye tena yiwura finimu ne yekoye ni ma na yedi busumi nsie gu a that is at the end of the first half of the year no say yem president esa de koto na chabadwafie ene ono ho nyina anim say sika na meka ase medie no so matimi anya no pepepe mantimi anya edenti na mantimi anya sika na mesimedi na ene 227 billion no na say sika no menya kwambe so na mefa so a menya sika no bio bia meka say medie no say ne ho samtie na yem ye new finance minister oko parliament no ya na parliament ne kai me mreche to be frank among will be great parliament as a chair rather even make things difficult for those who want to assist to understand you no question me say okoy na energy say ma odi tu dwane say sikana na nke be di 227 billion Ghana cedis no wa twaso about 10 billion. Na eno no hu hia pa 10 billion na wo twaso. Obi bu sasade. Enye kwa bi a wo yie ne yajaye. Enye teacher for ketua na yate so. Na ni nyina ne se bosia ananka yabubo ananka amene ye na ne tua ye den na ne yegusu aye tua no bosia no mu ho akwanya bi na aba se sika bia ne nkedi kwa kutua bosia bi ne mu ne niam na ma ne nhye pa omutimi ye ma omuso aye du omuka no adwempa omudwemfa Ghana ho ne niam pa omaye no enu na ama ye koma dwosa ama expenditure no aba from no anyesa enka expenditure no be ka de e wona senti ni say
ama nka bi kura bi abeka
ho na I mean sometimes expenditure no be cost ya ni gina revenue performance na nyankopon adaroma at the 176 billion na yesi e bejeje no ye ni idea ho de bejeje no at the first half of the year no na yetini ICD your target even so we don't know how come and Ghana say come say GRA na GRA nti ba me mo so Ghana Revenue Authority o matumi ICD o target by 0.2%. Na just say sika na kan say ye ni mu say nkopim 30th June no mu sa aka no o mu nyama no boroso aboroso ti sika na boroso de a na just say nka de ye di na say sa na ye di na emum aba no hwe mu no hu say de ye di ne bi wo ana nka o de betuatua ka bi a sa aka na na efiri no so za na te de ami nyimfiri ho eno na ma mi nya rehemu bi say na just say ne election year de bia eduru ana amanofo omu sika ma no bro ahoden so ma economy ni nya problem no we are not going to see it this year. Anya sa because when the budget na akọ parliament ameya approve 227 billion we ti we hear obia permission to spend the 1 billion no obetimi spend it. So what I say through rationalization nti obetimi na say the obe rationalize the expenditure no and not just say na me could do 2 cities wa mati how the so the how so we so obetimi enza na emra na ma ho kwa isa ya anka omre omso bebo finance committee ni ade ade amane but enka omre say obidi says can indeed years bi atwam na yam budget no ya ade bi kura any budget mu no edru election ya bo na aba no akọ spend na abeye kakraka eda ho ne ma banks bi gugugu ya because our banks no contractors bi ko bo bosia was our banks no wa bra na adwuma na omo be no kura ni budget mu di basa na ba no so tua na so tua sa contractors ne kamo so ko tua banks ne ka no na ayedere because me buy ade ni me budget mu ntimi so me ba na me so me be ye me dia ese me hwe na me so de me ya ma amanfo hu se me so ma ye na da che de abobidi na na ese me kan wasa na se ka se eni me bia ni budget ma o mu di sika hunu bia ye hunu ko mo fa so di ye no se me ka se me di sika kakra ma jeje no kutua sa aka na je se me ta me nya hwe sa afo na o mu fa kotikwa so de ne ma ni budget mu ko hye ma e di sika hunu ma Ghana economy ne ye basa no o ma de ba be jino aka se me ba ekra me nya hwe so what you say enti ya na amamu no ya na e difficult pa enti me initial comment ni say eye me de say sa yura kenoforiata try no papa we abeto aso me ka say wo hwe the current dispensation from 1993 7 January 1993 you enter this dispensation you know almost every finance minister will during the media review will go and revise expenditures upwards. The bia na kosoro but I can oforiata she bibia say ono de obehwe revenue performance no ti nam say revenue performance ya na time bia yen time meet your target no almost every year under Ken oforiata no media review no revise expenditure downwards now we the years from kon say we have met our revenue targets and so still no you keep you revise your expenditure downwards because of certain debt relief ni ma maybe a buy
prof sikaya ora o finance o comra shebedwe fie na ka hwe ani mu se de nyina ani mu mpa pi no kwa or revise na na kwa ani mu but we de empoasan aba fom is it because enema ye de see ani so e o budget ni mu no yentumi anye ana say e na ama aba fom in terms of senka bia e be koso
I say sir question here is obi bisa the same thing na obisa say nienti aba fom no yentimi anye ne osieye ana den e ba
yeah because sika waji a kire niam ahodo a wode kwa akoye e na wa set target a wode be nya sika no GRF aka kire say nia wudi ma ye say ye mpa hu sika mara ye nya kra na abro so but e kwan ofa so spending no e na also say would
a good news.
In fact, so also need
In fact, so they say election year beyond the full say a buying the bay idea and who say, oh yeah. Until be expected from January now. Expenditure and be cost through to extent that you ain't in control because it can't call productive areas.
Okay.
But this time around, it's a reversal of that trend. Say Sikano, me ye a jumano dear. Nemo, I want to stay within a budget. Now, and also interested on ye a jumana ban in ye jumano. We've seen a lot of major projects. However, bubbles we actually major one. In fact, now me can say this time around, no, I say young go to about with lies. In terms of Juma ya fadia to your husband, say, you bet church your mindful, say, na if you a corner, who could not battle now go to about your fan from Cotton. Your fan in Oeko, Newton, Titia, Nemom, it will be an issue base. That is a mandate. We move from south, we move from north to other places. And back to your question. A lot of things are why with the same budget here can was. Ochanfoni bi was say started with the microeconomic indicators. We call other interest rate, fiscal, we no bar other payment and why Osaka external creditors. In fact, amounts men can't compare to other people because comparison to another more. Then you win the can was your times are good to also make comparisons. Or can say our target 2023 a target of 2.8 in terms of growth overall GDP. OBVA 2023 or revising around the same time is to 1.5 or by now 3.1.
Yes.
2023.
Yes.
No, can be say the target for 2024 is 2.3 as a June. You can 4.7 in terms of growth. We in a exchange rate. We're cruising around. We're here some years ago. Got 22. They got more. You see, 18% or so. Oba BB about import cover. It was revised from 3.3 to 0.8 as of 2023. ABC 2.5. As at June, I call 3. So many a better survive. At least we can survive for some number of months. It might not be that significant, but you see an improvement. Oba, ayana oba sika deposit banking, no? Banks no more deposit. If you are buying cross sector area, near deposit taking institutions, creditor on the map, private sector and public sector. Juma, Crankre, public sector. Creditor extended to those people. As of 2023, they're about 9-point-something million. It's about 11 as of June. Look at the magnitude. To private and public sector. Juma, Juma and costume. In the midst of the crisis, the banks are extending those credit to those people. Now, Oba, in terms of trade. You say, before trade, outstanding credit to. Now, it can be so hard. Now, when you can say banks be say advantage on Sikabi, I want you. Advantage to some of the private sectors. I can't now say 6-point-something million, 66 million. As of June, 78 million. I'm only giving a background to the story. The question is, what is one just on Juma? The spokesperson of government, they are there. But we speak to issues.
And the figures.
Yeah.
My next question is, looking at the trend analysis here, is it only about the finance minister? And I say, Oman Forum so no, they are doing something different now. And reflect was an Maya Okawa say. We won't say yes significant, but we will say improvement. Is it about the finance minister? No, Nasi and Kasan's we discipline.
Me Kasa, the beer to 2 years.
Yeah.
Acquired all kind.
Yeah.
And sometimes we need to speak.
At least I improve kakra.
Yes, in Kasa. No, that's why even in scoring we can 100% answer.
Yeah,
it's because still room for improvement. We've seen changes, and in terms of even exports and our import, that's one side. I think we saw a surplus.
Yeah,
in the trade balance. Demand for foreign products. And call Bebre senior.
And my from Bebre.
Good. Okay. Like a call from Kakra. That's why you record the surplus.
Okay.
And the ABA, the taste of individual Ghanaians, it changed Kakra. Because of my, it depended so much on product they fear Brocheba. But if within this quarter, you can say there's been a surplus, a trade surplus. That's the monetary value of Nyoma or the fear Brocheba. And then Nyoma or so the echo. Changes Boma, no more that figure. It says surplus. I just say Nyoma Kakra in that area, echo. I feel bad other in terms of individuals. Now I can say if I Ghana for a whole year, they be here no be brace out. Obi here Wellington boot keke. And they are called Juma, they are called food. And no pen on here. And no to wait to here. Oh here, but so my phone who told me there won't be any for demonstration. It will be difficult. And one area and assessment me in that regard, and America can say, must change kakra. Set things gradually a bit take shape.
Okay. But I say, young quite in kakra. We have figures a finance minister at the 2 January. The biggest question a woman, and it's a woman and I'm a client said Brano be Banwa be Yen Society. Near we are Waboho Bram. You who said project I would weigh in Accra, and I said, do baby na jai kakra. Yaquan ye bridges and I nomnia de Nina ye jai. Say, and only why, and I see a man for Botomon, so I be your kakra. Sabri, I shall say, ya babaki. Now, fair analysis now, and I hear any more say, ye qui. Still, an election year. You ever say, improvement, I want you
in terms of projects.
In terms of project.
I mean, sir, I mean, I track very much. Once election time behind projects and I do sorry na ko ye bi na atoto mi aguso na yakofa so ade be chin so beto na nyina ekọ. I'm expecting say from now to that time it be coso. Okay. Now we say ye ja project ni bi who say slow kakra ba kakra and then the man no e buy. Many figures from that time to this time. But also around that time now, the focus for buying, what these consolidations and all negotiations, projects, or to coin or koha. I'm for the original currency. China no one negotiate. Koha no one negotiate. The basa almost unya homie and find your was there. But I'm saying, I told my review our bilateral and multilateral people, no agreement kakra buy, no. Me who say I take a ship kakra.
Yeah.
And I also expect say no things will be done in the area. But the good thing is that at this period, no, school must have been cheap.
Okay.
I remember General Chi.
Okay.
20 minutes, Bibia, over say, or drink, I'll bet to Skaguma. Because General Council. But we see a trend. And I would say, in the report, the media report, our board project beer, washa say, I'm running to me, canina, interchange.
Yeah. Omujaye,
and 3 so-called Shanti region near that 3 Bibrina. Now, I would say, this government has been a victim of its own woes. To a large extent. On one and on time, because I would say promise, I don't so. So you are measured by this. Someone can't promise that they'll be able to hold you on. But a good person is the one who can give a milestone. Say, I want to do this. And gradually trying to get there. That will be a good leader. And he said, did they make my 10? Also make my 100. But you know, not my. And he said, on so we and so we and so. But I see some focus. So we'll remain focused. But the key word in this budget, for me, I am it then is I want to stay within my budget.
Okay.
It's reassuring.
Okay.
Investor community, when they hear words like this, they buy into this. And so they can say, and that's so you answer.
Sometimes you can't find your juma. We will say a bear juma.
Well, yet see classrooms are because I make a classroom. We see a one thing and Edio. Yeah, book no Jiman. When the Corini, be a minister, announcing more classroom as a lecturer. And the American say, sir, also watch you are. Cut your expenditure. Remain within your budget. So revenue. No way. Until then, I was say, me watch me. I mean, cut investment. It's not say be a DSC now. Make you in my head normal TV. Now, who be rare a buying movie now by minister? Why expenditure now cut? That's a reality.
Yeah. Because don't do one crown so constitution my clients and what me I.
Why expenditure now cut? And it's difficult for our government to take such decisions. Because we're so here, that's a problem. But always the good things that you prioritize. They always say, at what point in time?
And you be a Mrana young fine juma statutory payments are hold in Tiano on time because we hear course we are from Finance Minister Ken Oforiatta and they said your promise is or stay within the budget pounds were reflected I mean no in the judgment only baby or more and you be a previous government and I didn't a name no you stay within baby or stay.
Well, you better about some more the Akwachi, a very nice. But anytime we are war, I am a fascino. Society.
Okay.
Sanama.
Sure.
So she's uncle for us here. You behave well.
And this time around, one a day by generation, Tina, you behave well.
And you totally say, Omo. It could be. I mean, Cassini, you should be disciplined yourself. But let me say, from the previous budgets over the time, for the last 7 years or so, look, me who say the overrun, say extension of our budget quotations.
Yeah, it's true.
For a prolonged period of time, we need to be honest. Can't correct.
Yeah, I know correct. With this government here, who said,
me who be say down. I just say there could be some deficiencies. You know, bit me but on a scale of 1 to 5, I'm a 3 or 4. Bit my cassette, or pigeon on kakra. You're here as a mine over the years now. The major no attack to 2 years. One, original COVID didn't was. We are very Ukraine.
Mona dear Simon is more kind of credit citing your neighboring countries near the way or more in terms of inflation and the interior things here in Kwana, a bit me a complaint when it comes to COVID.
The major economies are struggling. They had to revise their growth. Other sectors, other areas, they have revised their targets. Actually, say, and then we live in a global village. Second one, Obekai banking crisis, the financial meltdown.
Yeah, 2007,
2008. Me a force Ghana, a one toy. Yantin can be a big ra 2000, and I think the 6, 5 no banner. On the two so. A big ra. It's the BSO, yes, Yantin Koda. It can't be, it can't be a bit. But a kawa, a good governor or government, say a hunchre bano also tries to find Adam ways to sustain your economy. Uncle. In collapse, as of mine, no quite what kind of day. They are symposium, right? And we're still in these figures. So we're going to negative. I just my collapse in my mind. And that's all my growth. But over the period, you call negative. And then the chance of mine, I collapse. Now, I have any say, yeah, checking a year now, we are back now. I tell my deal pa now. I say, and one then as I say, social media comment be na. Dog, is there?
Don't try ignorance.
Don't try.
Because we say that okay, now I give down up a sort of 10 years and I see here.
Don't try.
To ask him relevant questions. I was 10 years. Who could negative and I will collapse your mind. That's negative.
Yeah, kotomo. Even this budget here, or cancel from January to June. Or best spend is 74 or so, 76 in terms of the revenue. Or man on our target first. Or we say 170 something. But within this, they say Cruzo in terms of 172 for the first 6 months. Revenue also 108 or so. It's on 96 or plus. And recently, GRA, they have exceeded
on target.
Yeah. In Paris, data in terms of target on here. Say, correct target, good on my own target. But from where and what I've seen, they made some progress. Sometimes we need to commend, say things that are also good. Oh my yard. Because tax measures have been put in place. And they are working. And just how record is that, And sometimes it's part of education. How many of us here where say, GRA 4 crowd on Revi say, so when you are taxer, you wait to the padlock, I've told them. Every day, you sorry, and then the deal my tell now. It's all called shop, and Yakotun. I say, I'm buying in that that area. Because you were seeing, say, or taxing for or Jobeto. But there's a law, a man required to do that. But say, education, yeah, for being contra store, no son, Koji padlock, Uncle to them. We have to educate our masses. And by so doing, on making this car, Jerry is about 13% people don't pay tax. They are behind tax brackets. How do you bring them into the tax bracket? No munchi and contributing. About 70% of our revenue, if you tax. But the good thing in this budget, or said the non-tax revenue, we check here. This time for the first time, Akosro. Maybe let me come and say maybe I say your tax and stay the same. Now maybe your revenue, your tax near the you increase that portion.
And they're possible.
Impossible. And this year, check budget. The non-tax, the CS, let me say, Abenyu my phone now. State-owned enterprises. They pay dividends. They're making profits. Publishing.
Publishing.
A typical example. So area when you pijano, and we are efficient in our operations and what we do. My brother, he increases taxes we pay. Because revenue tax is 70%, more than 70%. Now only about 20 something. no kosra, be reduce your revenue. I mean, increase your revenue. I won't tax and crop. So we need to let those areas alone and you're more efficient. And then our investment in other areas. I need a dream say, Abano Kwan and Jibisia. Abano so man crop also. Bisia. Yen checking who say, Sa area hono, Sika send on the Sunya Fiho. And the become revenue stream. And dear, because you're going to borrow. But bank your investment. We should peruse that data to find out by how the yes I investment. I in it me Sufi or back. I be pushing economy. That's very key.
Prof Joahme, so Professor Isaac Boedi, a dean, finance and accounting UPSC, and I know din common. Dr. Domfeh, yeah, turn near my ujum kakra. Within this period, a budget. I bet him say you be share budget no SID home komo biu. Je aban de to ho e de maye no. Eye adwuma. Aboa yen ye hu ye nnwuma hodo no a ye no. Utie Professor Isaac Boedi a ne nkomodie no wo soro pa but e ma me no so mo wodwom. Aban hye o ye no. O de ye kan ho na aboa yen. Aminti.
Yo, minya bema, menka se the prof kan no menye ne ya adwen ko kwan bebrebe so. Baako a ebia ansa na meba me de no so me pese me de kakra kan ho ye. O question na okra na obusa ye. Se West Africa ha na se ya na ya bibi mamu ha yetimi so metati sanko pam.
Cote d'Ivoire.
Na se na me o GTV so e kasa na me kase one of the MPs I don't want to mention the name. Your friend, na me kasa wo GTV. The die ready budget no so your friend na your friend and let you say busan say omo gina adwenture na ye pre budget analysis. Ya yenya present a budget no kra na ye gina adwenture busa say ehe na yeko. Let me say because of say it was on public television. I mean can say Ghana GTV, which is not a small station. Inti midini tuja en hadrin Mutala Mohammed Honorable Mutala Mohammed na ye jina dwen kire busa say abai budget ya ye ko
Mutala mze Tamale Central MP
yeah MP Tamale Central say na oje ho say mu hu no che se obeka se sebe ye wa akono che se abufu ni power de kasa ye no ana ye kumase na me prof me no kumase o na o kan se mi ma toma dwi mu pa se nsem bebribi na ye ka no ye nia na ye de ya no aka economic hardship then ne aka na ayeho. What is happening today is not too different from what has been happening since 1957 but ya no ne ye nkobudi na doso ama afi de obi sori a obeye adwuma no obeda saa odem na ne ya economic hardship
onya dreams
so na
oh entina papa no kan sem bi na medi no ya kakra obi tie me on kan che no say ye to abama omo no mu kudu sam pempenso na ye pese omo de no kore be adwuma de bia na nsema sabe ehunim de omo nim no ya na ebehia ma se omo be to omo bo asese omo kire omo adwene wo ho a you say nim de
any central for ya because so we engage an economist to say Dr. George Domfeh now invite Mutala de Bemwa me name the background there and you know oba to be a gum because until yes sometimes say can be
yeah and nano say angel FM me bufu mo kakra o me kaza kakra che me ni akateche no me pesa na wa frame me na me cheche ni mam no akofre one MPB and some MP no characters over guys Ghana me say na wo heaven and there will be a project and na omo kakra no mo kana bo treso a enke yo because ye wa kono big budget review na ye be no what is the meaning of this budget review? It doesn't mean anything to me. They have already destroyed everything as we speak. And inflation is this. If you go to Cote d'Ivoire, they don't have problem. And the person asks, Basa, have you, that journalist did very well, asked a very intelligent question. Now, me no more interview me from my house, when I was more interviewing from Parliament. So we were not at the studio. The church said, the one person will be COVID, you know. If COVID happened, why is Cote d'Ivoire doing well, and they didn't go for any an IMF bailout. West Africa, come to be anywhere a call
bailout.
I want to shame. We say, Musha Ghana of inflation 22.8%. And now other countries they are from. Quickly, my mention say Togo. Minimum crime Togo be our can be our own go Togo. So kwam Mupama. Only a boss here. Yeah. Me West Africa, no mean treaty. Me Fado away left, no my Fado away right. Togo, echo IMF. He said, no, say, this month, no. Cote d'Ivoire, I think either 40 or 42 months. Only Togo move back 40, back 42. Until we are MP, that Obama said, there's a Kawinian Indiana, the Coco, Buana, Obama, 40 days in Asana. Who did truck a cracker or Ghana television? So say, just say, in some Nabano, a Binka will be an Ghana, a mismanagement in your say, and some Akai. Why, Brian is sanity? West Africa, and I'm making question. I'm going to make question. I don't have countries in Cote d'Ivoire, Ekobi, Togo, Ekobi. Ghana is Roman Jamo. And yeah, people say inflation. I didn't Togo Diana or from sir. Usha Tamana, you are don't money, Mama, or Becona, inflation 15.4. Togo money, Cote d'Ivoire money at that, and averagely, no more inflation was hovering around 5%. Yeah. And to men that it be quite 3%. And now, inflation, a coffin. It's a level. So Togo, name one or more council, inflation and I'm 7% money a day. That's a 122. A little difference now. And the same, now the amount of funding, and say, Madam Professor Biaja, or no, we didn't demand power, I'm opposition political party, NDC. Osemako can say, Nana Akufo-Addo performance in city management is the best for every first-term government. Because Nana Akufo-Addo for the first-term government, ultimately depreciated city by only 28%. That is the best record we have had since 1992. Trump the church and and I watch me, no coffee to go as a minute, you ask somebody as home inflation of one of the figures nature and say, Tamana more not inflation here 15.4, no, not to go money that, and any Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, that, and then 4, 5, 6. So what I say, and this item that I didn't know how can say, I then hear the also. The Ama idea was in Armenia. A free Ghana is the only country that uses CD. A man back CD issue. Young Kwadi Sika. West Africa, Francophone and the countries, no one use one currency. Now, apart from so many use currency no buy. Central Bank of France still or control to be a reserves, no. Reserves, no. How Ghana is absolute independent country. So I'm going from independent countries. A Persia, almost central bank, almost reserves, no. A bureau and the France advance. And no, they bought almost currency no buy. To acquire the Mammy can say, Jonah Mufa, our now, the papa, and then I say, Bosumi, you track 2,000. Na mehwewa Sikano untimi into the biano from 1,000 money na 4,000 coffee na 1,000 for cocoa do so be na 3,000 aka no se me yene se ne memu ye dina me de baba da boa na go go se me de me ko wa me se bibia me ni ma me ni papa de me 2,000 ni nyina ba me ho ti me 2,000 ni bi ya asa ahonchira ba no ba wo de na me se wo di bi koma obi to wonji no ama bi ahokyere ba obamu ntentem e be bo ba ba san kyere se wo de ye kye me de ma wo de ye nkyem se me de bi mitimi di mi 2,000 ntino ana mi rules more hospital me na wo ka say se obi yare seriously e wo Burkina Faso e wo Cote d'Ivoire o ma bo kyere na o ma rase na ma kwalibu a ye de ne ko konfa no kye na ene so busa za de dina o mi inflation wo down na so ha no mo ba hospital uko Cote d'Ivoire na wi ya mo so kro ekoyi Abidjan ni few yi wa o mu nkru akenya yi nkra Ghana ko wa ko boga ko Sudan. I mean, development is spread all across the country. Yeah. And we are far developed. We have health indicators, indicators we know, outcomes now. say omana wo nyini che ye so bridge ye ni nyini che ye ni nyini che I mean average last span no ye ni ye de wo soro san ne man health I mean indicators outcomes no bibia e de ye ade I mean ye research ne ye ma ye de ye far better. So it won't mean first say Togo MSO to me cause na nzena me ye adwuma wo border so be na me ka say around 4 p.m. me call Lumi market ye kwa koto spare parts de ababe ye kana ye free border ho kwa kokopimo central market ho no traffic omo kwa na say be aso say ye no but no question me say how many people use cars there
to here ntiana
omo we are far developed than them onyentra Ghana and then prof all the busano the car therefore what to back on the other what they do here so I said and then you say be
Baba juice
I said
and the Ukrainian Ghana
there is here who do me dan go say nefe famua no me edu kumase nya me onko ni kumase na me fanse abedu akra enti so inflation of former and just we did make tell me professor on the new money because that personal and command me the and say so my baba power me tunu on sanko country and English abai I mean British government say we want to come back now or you Bank of Ghana and Bank of England
I see
now the koyesa na ni see the begina there's no actually development. When your currency is stable, it does not automatically imply say now also so the way that is not and it doesn't mean it's just part of the condition of development, but it's not an end in itself. So what I say, so when you are stable and currency I'm all for to make planet or more businesses no money a boy any Ghana especially you two farm home 173,000 barrels a day if you are saying you are on any akotoni yes sir the friend Binino no more friends say crude oil and then the ateche no no near the 173,000 barrels and that's good as a ship do one day be a two free Ghana de sa that bini a kwama no no and that's good and we are yemia sa kwama no Holland na say akoto oil refine near akoto near the fat ship near the aba tisa uko baby so akoto farm na say amako go oil say mekoto ship na de oil ni free and Holland buy sa ho kan nyina yetua
na so obi o tie wa bonten a won te system na so dey can say ene ya ambo ye brave ye ne ya 2 years sa ko mo ma ye
no ya brave ye no de enokre na bra na nyem ne ye mo ni ye eye ya mo ni ye dadaada ya bo ko hibra na abuze be na fe na ya tetire sa e bi sa fe ifia ba ifo so I say I say en ko fini pa be ho ma ni ye nya yo mo din kwasabi I mean bayi ni am bayi voice is so powerful but bayi is not powerful sir so and the question say and regularly so kwame nkroma yenye hu farm we na eden je na no ayato na wa yen hye say Ghana ye be dachi ni bitimi nya farm because omaye neema hu say data no ho ache say bitimi nya farm wa nje mi sitama oil and refinery na nya ya sone yeah oil so tema oil na no be frame eno journalist be busam say aden tema oil and refinery e man refinery oil number 1 oil no enye odia kakra bi na ye odia eno that be se blema ma be de nkomo de ye odia no so no tema oil and refinery because o ka say wo je odia na da komo so mo refinery ache with the share kana to ya
problems will be
oh my I renovate ya and said that yeah
it's back to
it positiveness na na kufa do buy who say we pam chome the politics by no crane America na na kufa do buy who say ehun be yin say ebenya refinery na Ghana ban mi sika obey anything no obi emu ma epe ankran kweso mo be me na o ka say Ghana every day you consume between 130 to 135,000 barrels of oil. And already, you 275. Tere kokoton amano. Yes, you consuming about 135. That's 135 no. And then I go for the woman, Chinese company be aba refine 45,000 barrels a day. Obviously, say abana to ma ko ni nyina no you read no de kunku fo ne bi hu oil you mills by you mahama by so mo buy na nkomu tu mu bi atimede ba ko baaye say the na kufa de 45,000 abana enken nke enough a year capacity to refine and what we need e ko basa na o refine na ha a chire bini no ni nyina ye de ekota enyema be be it creates so many jobs. Enti William I say ye bra ye bre no ye say now coming back to the person beside about a phone there no and na me nua no e kan ho asem no wo so kra wo kan say the biggest spender in every economy is the government. And you say calculate GDP now you say mathematically GDP is equals to consumption plus investment plus government plus export minus import, net export. Enti jail na yekese pa government and expenditure no. The time bia about the big expenditure no. Nas nema I been. So abani ka so spend it o you road no. Obi a oton katie e de be fa ma mo ye adwuma na ma fu mo fi anko mo ye adwuma no be ye adwuma. O beton katie Ghana so there's and that is economic reality. It's not that I'm promoting it. I buy a discount contractors since the contractors in Sikaba. Almost side checks no Sikapa. Or this command side check no. The side check no so or no so panel and you're Tiana is a panel no. To no my boyfriend Ankasa. To also this can be my boyfriend. The boyfriend also now say when you say the girl no so end faithful to also I mean, a rare girlfriend. On those you are the man, no production. No production. I don't know. The man of board game for no. The board game for no. And the girl is a car. No, be man, a boy, and a boy should come marry. No, a common do mubia or two nickel could do Makotadi. So I was I know a friend of transmission mechanism and my economy. So to be a Cotadi, say. A John Follow Montons, a mouth for Ebetosana, a Momunya, I mean, I'm be a ton, Yamano, and Momoko Fessi, the Bumocoton, the Bumocofanos, say, a mouth for Ebefa, almost produce more. Almost producing in our also, or making more hands, or making us employ, Nipa Bibi. That is how an economy works. Last time I near bilaterals, away, Sanya, okay, and they are buying project near, they will stop away. Yeah, into Umujas, I don't it really affected the economy. Very last year, at the beginning of the year, first quarter, economy grew 4.2%. Niyanko, I mean, IMF, 4.2%. And we were all hoping that by the end of the year, we could grow about 5%. You call IMF no mobile. Sometimes that year, no, Sanya money in our stop away. And I'm doing it, say, you see, can even do those. Instead of such a year, near investment 227 billion, almost so bad. And then we heard it about 180 something billion to over 30 something billion was cut off. Until a buy projects are way now, which I so I say, we share a flower road here. Now, Yipa, Padisabian Gomari, Nina, there's Omujai. Projects will be Mujai. And to Mujai, San man will be Beninano. And the my economy, SARS will grew 4.2. No, and I have got all kinds of. And I'm saying my share was a minimum miscan in the economy grew 1.5 and you know 2.9. I mean, I don't know the year. So what I say, empty, who cut expenditure? The other side of it is that it affects growth, it affects job creation. Because I buy a DC can be becoming, sir. It becomes inside me, the big command, Mamma, I mean, there. May commander, also so, or the big money, and I'm more mountain, when Fangotovi, or when they caught and they walked on and Dama wakofanya na bibi baby okofa free no the because managers so yeah me money baby you in your nede now you produce so now we create jobs and no na economy no that be a government best cut expenditure there no the end result is what negative growth and growth no nya dey enko na nimti edwom for no kwakotena the whole day obi ametona dey and them aban here say Ayade beboa o man no enso so emphasize kan konkrofo boto me beti ase eno na obewu ya na manfo bossa ayi say we yes am cut expenditure na book mu ayefe when you fiscal surplus, when you positive primary balance, but we don't eat those things seriously. In as much as I've always maintained that we have to check the balance. We do more this P, but then we want to say, oh, Katibi, me I'm in Crawford, no mulligan. Almost story and say, government should cut. T over 2-3 hours. You don't judge me. The American say, baby, I may be 2 economists, Bishop, your margin and Fakunda. And he make sure say, no. Government should not cut so much because, say, I am over. Many Belgium. So what I say, Yaketia 2,000, media 2,000, would you 2,000. Now, maybe 2,000 or 5. Miss more 5. So, now me my imagine say, Sammy 2,000 in the M1. And Timaka Montanama for Bobusian. Now me mano 5 minutes for Munina, 2,000 minutes for Munina school. Marco Bobusan more than the 5 minutes a day. Aku school. So what I say, it's medical. But they also would the own problem once. Umano, terrain 2 penco. So that's how I'm going to be me American. Crown 5 for Munina, be ye. What you are can. Also, so dear. 3 na omutifie na omanyi indino say 2 no cry 3 no problem no mo cause of into am rubber problem so what I say enti enye kenya na ebone o the car in chese e of friend the economy na say because Japan you come man on the kapa Japan USA and the Ghana ni so our purpose are US the catch Ghana almost even what they call the car in trillions. But what the bad debt to GDP ratio? The last time I checked, it was over 130. It's a Ghana had 70.6. Yes, we crowd 70.6. But US, Japan has over 200.
They are 200.
Now, said they are a structure what form no a support to
no men can't trillions no. Tina man can't trillions no. Okay nominal sikandia. Obakaso more ahondene. But wa ho odina wo would be triano. Debt to GDP ratio. Okay. And to chase over how do the bill, Yemi, I want to be between 17 years, you are in debt crisis. Yemi, I want to be between 17. One more dome the bell of the piano. I could do 130. The higher the distress. So, the higher it is strength out of the piano. The higher the distress. The debt distress. In the US, it's more in debt crisis than Ghana. Because say a car, why in trillions? Yes, your car is in billions. Okay, you know around 50 something. September at the end of September last year, now you can 52 billion US. But US in trillions because it's all economy. No, it's also 25 trillion. The whole global economy GDP near $102 trillion. US and Guam 25 trillion. It should be in trillions. That's not a problem. But mechanic say almost in trillions. I want to be because there's no more on the between. But I'm holding the between Zubia did measure then and debt to GDP ratio. And Mr. Ahmad, US really weak. Ours is far better than them. But they are making progress. Yeah. It is a Canadian solvable. But the Americans say we are buyer to support Bosiano. But all Boswa, Bosiano using ye. Yemi the Bosiani Koboa. You said I go quiet near the year a bebo Ghana pa ama Nazia Meko Kumawu. Say Kumawu na me call crew so. Agona okay. Me far honum na ni we munis is here me do. E ho ye quiet bebo pa oh bi say e kwa na yenko yifa a front place. Yeah, we say we go yifa we be am fa me nka say na ho ni kwa say am do ko bi am ho ni pa do no fa ho. But ho me far obenye bi edi. T one ya ba mu ni no na ya kofa ho tade e bi nya corruption krono ye so ya akota so dem ye ba for dia ye bokese na me pesa sika no so what I say na me pesa sika na dia ku ye pa ye gigi ye tuoi ye ko bobosia ya ko bo 10 obi timi ko bobosia ya ko bobosia na kaso president ko fa ko $100 million e dey be equal for malam dancing too Yamonza free yen tuada grant ye dia che na kwabrani akobo bosia ya ye betu ya wunsi wu kakaka the basic sa interchange rate okas for $172 million ade the kade omo ye so mu yi kwa kakra bi from Amasama to Kaswana me kai e kwa ni nyina tutu because as an economic contractor the common now so enti ye die man na America and the ones in America yes and say hey you can gain the whole world when you buy 500 the day you die the day no dey you now and I'm so Sudan into o man suam o man they will share over the mom girlfriends. The mom girlfriends. Well, as a amazing when the brown baby, the bear from my son, no, me, I charge. Everywhere we are not yes, or some passion. I said, okay, comparison more US and UK, no, cow day, almost trying to make immediate. Now, say, I see, I know, be at the car. Individually about 17,000 Ghana cedis and where figures any more than more ye de koye nim no a ye betumi a aboa ma ye strength a ye betua no akwa animu ana ye betumi a tie ka no so ama na aba for baby say ye nam no ahwe ne finance minister be ka che hwe projections ne ya de a why a any that so ewe anim
if I saw question they be American before me ban patch of TV kakra before being coming you say now be some questions your cut expenditure. And yet deliberate is or cut expenditure no. A repayment.
Okay, sure.
I at so.
Okay.
That issue you buy no.
Yeah.
Your my reliefs. I'll say it is.
Yes, it is.
Until also my parliament can say me some maintaining the same figure because maybe so say
yeah my period
until it is no better day.
And then I make us not make.
Yeah, sure.
Until very good point. Na almost say my idea kofo gina pa for kromofo omo ton niema omo no balance payment as if
move on
look here
there be
so what beti idea gege ase kakra idea o matia say pay inflation
yes yeah
idea o matia say
exchange rate and inflation
we few analysis idea for matia say debt to GDP say o matia say pa. And the last one we throw her, apart from that to GDP, omate trade balance was.
I see. Okay. Sure.
So mudija.
Sure.
And to come back, open sanyo we say omate say, and I'm back to a question. Say, and that's so say bit me a cost. In fact, we can say always be positive and put measures in place. Measures yeah, and ideas are the policies. Policy be anywhere. It can move. But you wait for anymore. You should have policies and then ability to implement those policies. And you own your policies but your ability to do that. I mean, now back to inflation. As I say for now, or ninya to do one dance kakra say krom for this almost it's aka sana celebrate. Na obefa krom no bisa say na inflation figure no. Some say at inflation is what other than ho chi because I didn't know inflation the account is one now. Domni to make a corona can you man at it so Niger to the Kogofi. Ye the beyond a panisa. Say last month say as a May or April, now 25%. And April, May about 23. 1. And the same as a June, about 22.8. Actually, a downward trend is a buffer. Until the corresponding react is a mekono or senyomono.
A buffer.
So sometimes maybe say, I say, wakukro now kudija. In fact, inflation is, you don't need Ghana Statistical Survey to calculate your inflation for you. Oh, if you always work calculate all day. So me cook room, half a basket, a kota diego. No, compare over the period na name cotton ra mo asahwe ne ente bia ahonde na A2 no cause a base effect no ahonde na A2 no say bafoma a back gradually internal effect no enye tembia and I don't know mo cotton fi other place on them go basket no e bia na north there no price na wo from. And now, within the basket, one common component be and the price was. Now, I can't demand pool, one pool, cost a big na. But the person can say, so far, factor no a buffer, a hoardings as you call it rate. Mreka to no otono boase no what to mreka but eba from no mreka no so etete sa na pese e kire yemfa exchange rate the exchange rate over the period Ghana yen yesi dinedi ye je obi sika kwesi broni sika na dia totonyo man ya kwakoton no be toton
they wa hakra no yi akọ
they will call and as me call into the dollar because economy na koyi now you can figure say about 18% budget in June year from 20 something gradually and cost and also call but they back a cracker about 18 and then no senka can say come more than that but then can say for 4 consecutive times in the US economy my robust performance wise no come anim enti se okona anim a o kire se de bia no enyoma ekoye sa economy nte basa obia ne sika e ba ko hye sa o man enti all the time no be hu se US economy ekona anim a and now the major currency no ye adwuma no ekona anim a de bia no economy no exchange rate e ho be chi now over into the trade balance and here come from 2014 to 2015 and 16 I'm saying the biano you recorded in negative in terms of percentage and I mean personally issue the nominal values until now about percentage na aboa you back into negative starting from -1 now called -4 2000 and 2015, number 2016. It was in 2017, and a positive value from 4. And just this year, as of June, and you recorded 0.9, which we know is a major economic challenges in terms of nearby side nearby. And your whole trend, set over the period, the exchange rates, the inflation, and then the trade balance, and I dare say you're mindful no de bia no you didn't come up bebre. Now over into the other component, which mean you can say the debt to GDP. I had you bebre. It's Ghana for de bia na ye kita sa figure no ya so mu ye. I started it. Above for in fact I be ade say figure no above form because I just say productivity or your output or no outcome, economy activities, bro, sika, a cow or this one. And that is the sign you pay all the time. Saying, "Mino, de bianca sa figure and ka buffer man and ka ma or mino in cruncher, ne ma or mino so aholding." But then come back into 2000. Ghana recorded almost 181% of debt to GDP. Now, some mine could do stage, recording such a high 181% of debt to GDP, which means that any brother 181% debt to GDP. Ghana, I see that.
2000. The year 2000.
I see that. Good for time. Yeah.
Go for never 2 years.
Over 2 years. Over 2 years.
Yeah, the Rollins Nija.
Yes. Oja no fi. No call we as the same bacho. You want it? See who the woman me. America cra. Na say the bacho.
Quickly, I shall say free Nigeria. Mama me oil. Mama a cask.
And a buyer, we see, I think 76 or so in 2005. Somewhere in 2006, I got 28%. It's just I take a nosedive, kakra. And the same page I know 2007. We didn't run on the way fast that time.
We 32.
A qua na could do say 70 in your kind, 70%, 72.
When you are what you do.
I mean, we can say, we can say,
We are 32. We are 32. What I can now. We are 32. 82. No, we are 32. So kind of confirm 2006. But before entity manager, you call 26. Before entity manager, the circle so called 32. No, we from 26 to 32. A day. within 2 years.
No, we have said or father 182.
Who said, Mr. Baby, I'm
because we know social media.
No, Tim, Mom, did you move on to me?
We are John and I not Tim.
No, what John and I, oh, I said, Monsieur Pino. John and I not Tim. Now, some more. Obi twa no ko ta na wa so if you done na ho di ni twa no ko yin from a ko yin from a oh it is na ko 182 na ko fo beto you were Rollins eja yi wura ka buru 82 ya ho dia na editua ka 182 e no ko fo beto ye o da all no or about 26 after he pick no or be ko na 32 26 to 32 I'm sure bone tiri so a pam say call 32 no bobo siano do ti omo 32 no mo yede no mo be show mo no 2014 no mo dey 70 the moment I be 70 pay you are in debt crisis ti 2014 no mo dey 71 2015 72.8 2016 73.1 into the last 3 years of you I don't remember mama abana na Ghana was in serious debt crisis. It is an it is one more the debt once ma ya na akoye de mekan na de oja ne na ya o se mo wa obi twa mo yin from ma wa so di ne chi no you say about you na wo ka say ya ka no kra ma ma fo ja no kra so akoto aba tumaza no kra wo ka ka me so it's academician and the crown okay I mean qualified a refined academician
I am my basasa elections agents anyone me about so exchange rate inflation GDP that trade balance yeah record it from 2017 obviously you're negative percentage you're negative. And two, Agyapong compensation in Sokakra. Ghana, you rank the whole world. You're also 97. You call import market of cars. 97 ranking on a title of cars you top at the big Ghana. Nasasikano is about 1.4 billion. Scar at the Kofa Castle at the big Ghana over the period. Now, Obi say, a Konanima, if I be Japan, if I be US, if I
Korea.
Every year, be the 100,000 cars
in about
mine, according to 2022 statistics or data. Now, Osha Sadina. 90% of those cars now is second hand. Into mano, we are buying our soil then. We see plants in the
neka.
Now, we be
and things that in the wisdom of this are buying, you say, what's that? Yes, I your money view.
Yeah.
But also buying bohun the ruby bray and Nadia Hammy. Send ye di bahana ya samboa. Emusain and no one kasa autofio no show that example. She says scared quabontin no. Offer Greek. You're spending almost about $2.6 billion bringing agricultural products into the country. 2.6. Now, Osha, almost a bad product now. If I say the top three no, wheat. Rice. And the next one, even say poultry products. Your bed there changes us. She hectares of land. Big. I bet me I cultivating your man. Because yet me anya surplus. Then it means a bit my idea. Say the right policy to home. Near more or my for a production. A cosra. Locally, give it to my baby Kakrafa. So we have the land. We have near Omano. In front of Yami also we share the whole world. No, and we say Ghana, you're more than any other part of the world. Yeah. Everything we have beer. Yeah, you'll be on my own. The beer. So why are we in this? It is all about management. In terms of Abano e born ho modern kakra but me diva be wi na me ka into ade a me say me force nke koye kakra maamia e budget yi ho ye road toll
okay
aban assign the overview if I now call all the reports and I'm calling you na me nim de ntia or this toll no assign overview ya bonus on boss or increase revenue intend or call road toll
I remember say road toll no omo hinti previous budget ni bi mu say akwan foforo a ye ni sisi no omo beto in fact omo site University of Ghana omo ewi omo hono a omo jiska kra ho nti enye old one but akwan foforo
enye old one that's fine now me can say old one in fact because then the enemy for us because other in the morning and evening amani ankrofo kom no quarry somebody at the bracket.
So I say so what omo akwan omo ye linkages so person ko tema obetumi afama din ha ewura kire ha obi obefa motorway no so no e beja no ato ba person ofa kire ha say a kwan foforo ayi no so be obetumi akontem a me Jesus that strategy no person
that's fine.
And Martin Luther says kindly assist with this explanation despite the windfall due to debt relief package for both external and domestic debt. Our total debt portfolio increased by 22% to 7.741 billion Ghana cedis. Why? These lecturers are indeed authority in economics, not other professors like Akobo be the independence we need help better no be no one. Ora go don say ade ogusa no otiase.
Metiase fa
na chirim kakra fama.
Na oti peace crank bia otese maka.
Okay.
Ye fan say ye can all the dollars man nominal terms na ya na ye can ye kan in time person be can nominal but we need is about the nominal.
Yeah.
So all the ba ye nominal semona yera Rollins all kono. A car or boy ya odi jaga na 90 years obedi yeso no. Na $7.1 billion. You are gonna the kumkufo BDS so 8 years what the $1 billion spend a can make a view you are Rollins 19 years or Ojagana ka $7.1 billion. You are Jonathan for about the 1 billion. If I knew 1 billion because it was about 900 na memfen 1 billion and no the Ghana account. The time you are going to go through where you are Mills, I want to baby call.
You're not 6 months.
You are Mills Befar, I mean, Abenyano. Nagana Yekai 8 billion. Now, I was going to say the next 8 years, no, and these are about the $21 billion in the Bekai account. In Tikobasa, and Yakan be $29 billion. The and then go for 22 other account. I'm going to do 52. Now people say then me can say 21 because you are for enjoy the 1 billion pen account and now you call him picking the can be changed in 1 billion. But still I know I'm very careful with I'm borrowing. You never do now certain you are for so when you never be yakwa sa you keep square ye
Japanese
free Tepekwasi Malam Janji Road free and then the grant and you say loan a friend concessional loan yeah no interest rate and also solution. Unfortunately 2010 you're a busy economy no who say you're a middle income country 2007 because of that you know I could hear man say you call Amazon just wife my loan a soft to be my concessional you are the money I'm mobile no loan no mobile 21 billion no only said that but that mostly most of it is the commercial. The commercial do the payment, you know, and then I go for the first time I had the commercial be as of my since 1957. Yes, I say it pioneer. Then I go for 22 billion or the don't know could a car Now the other 2 years. Now I want something to say. Yeah, na amount for the best decision.
1 minute.
Yo, amount for the best decision. Two, all the best decision. They answer the question. All the best decision. Tama, they were not the money, mama. They are being no ma. You run an akufo-addo. Now $1. That deal, $1 was 4 cedis 20 pesos. We will change me be a bit married. 24 cedis 29, 4 cedis 20 pesos. No multiply 29 billion. Now we know 122 billion. That was our total debt. They make a amount for say, Akufo-addo 29 billion over 2 years. And more Busian you cry. Can I about 446 something billion, almost 500 billion.
Okay.
That's it. And go buy more Busian that. Now, Obama on only about account. Would the and the 15 cedis 75 pesos for $1 now. And then the dear can produce the dear do no. Now my main in tears say, so now the tears is here. $1 is saying 15 cedis 75 pesos. So China best already say $1 here, 30 cedis. Yeah, can I this is here 740 no in dollar terms. About 1.4 something trillion. Yeah. And the time we see the best trade bia.
No, yes,
the best stock in cedis no. Ekosoro. Now Ghana for no media no. But in most cases, there is depreciation. We say to everyone, "Abana ko boku send the other come on." Then some when time obusan kese, and then baby you willing to know. Omo obusan kese. Enti busan ne call nim dudu na yehu no. E civil depreciation na man.
Let us say yamfa we to aso na mema of enwie kwansa ewo Accra College of Education, and he says, "I wish to commend you for bringing the accomplished scholars on the program. Your submissions are very insightful. The discussions are indeed educative and heartwarming. Your submissions suggest that there's light at the end of the tunnel as the need. This is indeed hope for us as a country." Some sapia. Minia, we answer that say abribi amoho na wetie amani amano aye kama. I trust you are doing well. Your interview with Miracle 23rd July was very informative. It is possible to get a copy of. But as a Frank do say, go to our social media platform on Sabeka near Wohishano. Pause
Yeah. Is it the way forward now?
Yeah, once we chat. The
crocodile is sounds super brave.
Yeah,
and the mechanic say this period, no, you kind of curry into the election. Na Jumadi because one near church, you call me and maybe bring a church and perform or Kotwaba or the Korea Kotwaba. Yeah, my tea for some say, we are no I was told to me a positive. Now they be no on radio, so na Agyapong. Now yeah. And we are the crana so be positive. Now yes, I buy and say policy so they are to honor so on this na onye. I feel make say acquire benefits so in terms of agri product ediba, rice, poultry, and food and wheat and so forth. We need to incentivize our growers locally.
Exactly.
In fact, we say $1 no what or not. Look,
probably we need you.
Another Friday.
I'm always at my wits' end as to why some Ghanaians have failed to reconcile the global economic crisis with that of Ghana. From their intellectual point of view, could they kindly do us a favor by explaining to us what has led to this school of thoughts in the public domain? Ghanaians are listening, please. Maybe this is next time on back.
Professor
Isaac, okay. Dr. You're doing first with us. The production team here now. If you are the meeting, I'm a fabric call. I'm on Monday, Bishna.